All right, guys, how we doing? I'm trying a different audio setup, so hopefully you guys can hear me good. I'm trying to help on the distortion. I think this way, hopefully, I'll get you guys' opinions quicker too as well. We won't have any misclicks. Well, we're gonna finish our Millie draft here. I think this is a good time in August to do it. Most drafts are wrapping up. I think it was our first draft that we ever did in the series, so I think it makes sense for it to be this late in August. We should get some contrarian picks in different ADP moves and shakes and different adjustments that way. Gov, Donnie, how we doing?
All right. Not bad. So,
good.
while we wait for this to fill, I think we did learn a couple things preseason, obviously, that first week. Like, obviously, we have a couple injuries now, so there's some things we can avoid. Tyson.
A couple. What I've learned is that everyone's basically made of glass.
End of the round, it looks
Everyone's
like.
hamstrings
11,
are made of
pick
glass and straight.
Pick 12? Are we on?
Yeah, it looks
pick
like
12. Awesome. We got the turnaround.
Yeah, I like that. That's especially great for a podcast because we get plenty of time to talk and plan.
I think we did learn, for the preseason anyway. It looks like Watson is the best quarterback of the Browns. Looks like.
Yep.
That's good.
Kyler's
That's good information.
The Minnesota guy.
Kyler's definitely the Minnesota guy, and the
it looks
Falcons. I'm very concerned. I know it was preseason, but I'm very concerned with that.
That's why I've like you see, we have our rankings in, and we consensusly had Bijan ahead of Gibbs. I have switched that in the last 3 weeks since training camps. And since training camps and preseason have started, I have switched. I now have Gibbs ahead of Bijan.
Yeah, like I was bullish on Kyle Pitts early on. Now it's like maybe I don't have Pitts as high as I did before.
I'm starting to be happy I have no Drake London.
I have no London.
I'm like, I have no Drake London. This sucks.
Yeah. No, these things are like, granted, I think their stats will equal out eventually, but I don't want to gamble on it. Like, I trust Justin Jefferson to have a good season. I trust CeeDee Lamb to have a good season if they're healthy. I don't trust per se that Kyle Pitts hits his value at tight end anymore. Yeah. I definitely don't trust Bijan hits his number one guy value, which most players never do, but I don't. He's probably the worst number one consensus guy we've had.
Like, Bijan's still going to be the focal point of the offense.
Yes.
But I don't know if that offense is more than like 25th or 26th in the league. Like, if you're ranking them, like, great, I have the number one running back on the 25th best offense in the league. That's not helpful in the first
Jeremiah Love getting hurt. That really is, oof.
I guess. Wait, who did they get to back him up?
They still have Connor and they have Algier.
Oh right, they signed Algier. I was about to say they signed one dude. Was it?
And they have Benson
Algier,
as well.
And then, Connor's coming off. Was it a knee or an ACL that he blew out last year?
It was a big one. I forget which one it was.
Something in his lower body. So he's coming back. So like even Connor coming back is going to be limited. So he's going to have to split. Now, Algier's a good guy to split. Algier's been splitting his entire career. So he'll be able to get going even with only 10 or 11 touches. And we've also seen Algier in Atlanta at times crazily being given the 15, 20 touches instead of Bijan, and he did fine with it. So Arizona might be okay easing in their rookie running back. But that's still a big hit.
Are you aware of who Arizona's OC is? Just out of curiosity.
I'm sure I do, because earlier this year I made sure to run through every coaching change to see who I knew. And that's when I found out Mike McDaniel. Like, that's when I remembered Mike McDaniel's Charger now. I'm like, oh, crap.
It's Nathaniel Hackett in Arizona, which is even more gross. Like,
oh, right. Yeah.
All right.
And Adam Gase is where again?
Adam Gase is with the Chargers as a passing game coordinator, but that's
right. Adam Gase is the passing game coordinator, but Mike McDaniels is the OC. But everyone's just going to run the ball because that's what John Harbaugh does, or Jim Harbaugh. Sorry.
Yeah.
So we're looking at wide receivers. I know Gov's not a big Justin Jefferson fan, but I would be Genty here myself.
Do we already have? Genty just went. I'm happy with either receiver at the top, followed by one of the running backs. We have CD. I'm happy with a 12.
I think
I think we all are, right?
We all are. I have a bunch of him, so I'm fine not taking him. But like,
yeah.
I
easy
know
for me.
what I would do just based off of my portfolio. What I haven't taken enough of that could work in this range.
Okay,
I would
what's that?
Barkley, AJ Brown.
Okay, I can go AJ.
I would go Barkley and then AJ Brown.
It doesn't matter the order.
Click
Yeah.
it first so that we get it. Then do that.
Okay,
then
let's go Barkley. Yeah.
Yeah, because I want our running back.
And then Lamb, right?
No,
Barkley.
Barkley.
We're passing CD Lamb. We went and
Yeah,
got
we're
AJ Brown.
passing on CD. Yeah.
Barkley's right there under Lamb. Just take it before it times out.
We do already have CD, so I don't mind that. We have a CD share on one of our teams.
If you think about it as a portfolio, we've built a CD team. So, like, I wouldn't mind getting him, but there's also the chance that CD splits with Pickens. That Dallas offense isn't super spectacular. And AJ Brown, truthfully, in that range, like CD, Justin Jefferson, Drake London, AJ Brown.
Yeah.
All of those are kind of the same in my book.
Well, I'm AJ Brown over London
like
now.
that, but like that range is pretty similar.
Yeah, I'm AJ Brown over London at this point with the Falcons stuff.
And I could see that. And I could see how people would still have AJ Brown below Jefferson and CD. But it wasn't but a couple years ago that everyone thought AJ Brown was as good as them. He was just on a crappy Tennessee offense.
Yeah, I don't understand the why Barkley is not considered in the first round. Like, I get James Cook.
Everyone's afraid. Everyone's afraid because you saw Barkley have like a career year in that Philly offense that was doing stuff that everyone hated with the tush push, and then he won a Super Bowl doing it. Then he comes back the next year and just is 70% of that. He wasn't even really hurt. Like I don't remember Barkley missing games or being hurt last year.
No, he wasn't.
He just had a 70% production year.
But that offense was awful. The OC game.
Yeah, the entire offense was off, and he basically produced 75% of what he did during his career year, which is still pretty good. But I know, like, it just doesn't pay off. So people are afraid that he's not going to give you a first-round pick kind of year.
And not going.
He basically did that last year, almost having a horrible year. So, like, I like Barkley. I think he bounces back. I would still have him in my top 4 or 5 running backs to take, which means he should go in the first round.
And to me, he's consistent. Like, he's never really had a bad year. Maybe he had a down year compared to what we thought. But
his bad years were the years he was injured in New York.
Right.
That's really what it is. When he's been healthy, he's been good.
That's my
last
point.
year was probably his worst healthy year, but it was also a horrible year for Philly.
Right. But even then, like, I just don't think the projections were that bad. It's just like our expectations for that year were higher than he actually
That's what it is. He gave a year where he basically almost ran for 2,000 yards or whatever. I forget.
Was the consensus 1 or 2?
Yeah. And then you have that 70% year where you don't even pay off if you were a third-round pick, basically. That's rough. That's still in everyone's mind. So, like, even though everything says he should be one of the top 5 running, like, in my mind, I don't see any difference between Barkley and Jonathan Taylor.
I think it's love for me if he gets up there. I don't expect him to be there. I think you guys would.
I'm not wanting him. I don't want either of the injured guys, actually. I'd lean more.
So these are the guys that should be available in my guillotine league for my second and third pick.
I'd personally be leaning more Etienne with the Kamara injury, or I'd go with a I kind of just lean Etienne here, honestly. That would be my lean.
I like getting Etienne and solidifying our running back position. If we didn't do that, I would probably just go Higgins, McMillan, and get 2 solid wide receivers to go around.
I would be Etienne, McMillan. That's where I would be.
Now, I'm low on this, but with everything I'm seeing in camp,
I like Etienne, McMillan.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I think we're all good on Etienne. Etienne's going to be pick number 1. You can take a second and you can even star that and just let it auto or whatever.
It could.
Now,
who's the next?
It's us still. Higgins and McMillan would be the top wide receivers. I'm not against Loveland with everything happening in Chicago. He might end up being target number 1. He might end up having a Kelsey McBride kind of year.
I like McMillan over that.
McMillan is fine with me.
Yeah, I like
My
McMillan.
reason is I just love the tight ends later in the draft, and I can't go that high value on it.
I
To be
understand that completely. But I also, the more I'm seeing it, Chicago might have a down year, and this could be like Arizona last year, where McBride is still like the number 1 tight end in a horrible Arizona offense. I could see Loveland being like a top 2 or 3 tight end in what's a down Chicago offense this year.
The problem with the tight end is I just like so many late tight ends. Like from a build perspective, I think you can get so much value at tight end late.
I agree, especially with it being tight end. Like there will be value. Like it's hard. Like I don't have a lot of Loveland because he goes here, and I don't like taking a tight end in the first 3 or 4 rounds. But if he's gonna be tight end 1, which honestly in my mind it's either Bowers. We literally are talking about it. It's either Bowers, Loveland, or
Trey McBride.
Kraft would
no.
be
I think McBride has Kraft. I think it's Bowers, Loveland, Kraft. Those are the 3 guys who are going to be tight end 1 this year if they're healthy all year. One of those 3.
Because Kraft's volume should just be up.
Yeah, again, and they let all the wide receivers go. So like who is Jordan Love throwing to? They didn't sign nobody. They didn't draft. Like it's.
Yeah, I don't trust Green Bay's receivers to stay healthy at all.
All they have left is Watson and Golden. Let go Dobbs. Let go Wicks.
Reed, yeah, Reed's the other one.
Oh yeah, Jaden Reed. But Jaden Reed,
but
he was
3 guys who don't stay healthy.
Kind of guy anyway.
Yeah, there's 3 guys who just always are hurt. It feels like.
Yeah.
So you guys would probably agree that Love deserves to go in the 4th round. I think that fall is crazy. I would have taken him with that.
I would definitely take him as. See, I think I would definitely take him at tight end 3. But I agree. I don't know if I like taking any of these tight ends this early. Especially since, like what we said, I think I like of the 3 up there, Bowers and Loveland. But I think you can get Kraft, who has the same value as these guys here in like the 5th or 6th round.
Yeah, and that's where I'd be Kraft. You know, if you're gonna take tight end early, that's who I'd be looking at.
Or like you guys said, just wait until rounds 8 or 9, where Kittle, Kelsey, Ferguson, Goddard, all these other solid tight end plays are. Pitts, like all these other tight end plays.
I still think
I'm fine with that.
I don't care that he faded off last year. Ferguson goes way later than all these tight ends, and I don't understand why he's at the end of the gap of like the Goddards and stuff.
Well, okay, so the explanation I'm seeing on that is he had a very good year last year in a high-powered Dallas offense, but that came at the expense of CD missing like 10 games, 11 games. Mm-hmm. And when CD and Pickens were both in, Ferg became an afterthought. So his big tight end year was all done in the first like 8 games when he was target number 2 behind Pickens. That's probably not happening this year. They're probably going to lean on the run game a little more and try to get Blue in. They're probably going to get Flournoy, who did good at the end of the year last year, and try to work him in as wide receiver 3. And so if you're trying to work in a wide receiver 3 and you're focusing on the run game, tight end doesn't get a lot of targets.
What are we looking at here? Position.
Oh, I wanted Tootin. Damn it. Okay.
I would be Brian Thomas Jr. here.
B.T.J. is probably. I would star B.T.J.
Star B.T.J.
That way,
who is the second guy?
Yeah, second guy in this range. I have a lot of Chuba just because I think he's going to get used all year. But we don't need a third running. I'd prefer to get another wide receiver here.
Who's wide receiver? Who else is a wide receiver?
Just Tate, wide receiver.
It'd be Tate for me.
I could
take the dudes who are getting hurt or out.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, it would have to be Tate for me. I almost.
Or we could go Tate or Henderson for me.
I don't want Henderson. Go Tate.
Okay.
I'm very not high on him. Like I this is probably the breakout year, and I've heard that too much. Like I don't think New England's using Henderson the way they need to, where I'm warranted taking him.
They've kind of, I know coach people love 50-50 split is the talk at a camp.
And if that's the case, then Henderson should not go outside the 8th or inside the 8th. Like if it's a 50-50 split,
very explosive.
We're 2 rounds too early on taking him.
Very explosive. If it's 50-50, he probably is going to end up having 900 yards.
A 900-yard running back
without the receiving work.
Okay, a 900-yard running back with even middle receptions is an 8th or 9th round pick. Like you just described Rachaad White, best case scenario in Washington. Like that's what you did, and like I'm not taking that anywhere near here.
I would have been priced there at the run, just as the running
like
back.
honestly, if I were going to take a running back in that spot, it probably would have been Bucky.
Bucky.
Yeah. But B.T.J. and Tate, that gives us 4 solid wide receivers.
When
it comes
we
back
have that 3 bunch of receivers so much, I feel like.
Yeah.
No matter where we draft, we end up with these 3.
I have a lot of McMillan. I took B.T.J. more than Parker Washington or any other Jacksonville guy. I don't take a lot of Tate, personally. I'm not taking rookies this high. It burned me a little last year not having Tate and Ibuka, but I don't trust the Tennessee offense, so why would I trust the rookie in the Tennessee offense?
I think that's what's fun about this experiment, though. I think we forced you out of that comfort zone. I think you probably have the most rookies when you draft with us, go, because I know we have a lot of Tate. We have some Tyson. Like, we've drafted some rookies, so that's good for the exposure.
Tyson, I will not draft a share of anymore. I am completely out on that.
No, not anymore. But we do have.
I will still draft some Tyson, but like I got to get a value for him with that.
Yeah.
Like I now expect him to be like. Trying to think of the other example. Now I'm going to treat him like I treat Luther Burden right now. I don't expect him to be healthy or play or be effective the first month, even if he does play.
But
so I'm
he won't play the first month. He probably won't be effective for another month because that's just how rookie receivers are usually. Like,
well, rookie receivers. Whatever. If he's going to get used, he's going to be effective immediately. It's just when does he start getting used? And everything I've seen from camp says it's Olave Tyson. There is no one else competing for targets.
And Olave just got hurt. So we were talking about tight ends.
Olave got hurt and immediately 20 seconds later came back. It was just Olave's daily routine back from the medical tent.
He just had to go visit the people in the blue tent and say hi. That's it.
Fair enough. Puka also has that routine, so that's good to know that he's back to.
No. Olave is like he has a mortgage out on that medical tent.
I was about to say Puka rents the blue tent. Olave mortgages his future on that shit.
Fair enough. They could do a house on a reality show together for sure.
All right. So what are you guys thinking? Because personally, I'm going to be looking at quarterback or tight end.
Yeah, if May is here, I'd love to get May.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I would star May right now because if he's there, pair him with AJ, that's perfect in my mind. That's a great stack to start with.
I like the star method at this point. If we have a guy that we really like that stands out, we should just star him.
If
the
not
only other
May,
one I would.
If not May, we look at running back. I think.
We could look at running back now.
Let's see what our third RB would be because Barkley and Etienne's pretty strong.
It does dry up quick for me. Like I don't like a lot of.
Chuba's ADP is completely shattered now, so you don't look at that yet.
Well, no, his ADP is 111, right? What are we picking?
Yeah, we're at like picks. Scroll up, Logan.
84. Yeah, so we're not taking Chuba here. I was about to say, sort by ADP so we can see what goes in this range. There goes Drake May. Okay. So this is what people take in this range.
I could get it. Another Sheriff Harvey would be a little another week 10 buy. Another.
Click all.
Yeah, go to all.
ADP for everything is. Okay, so the value right now would be grabbing Caleb or Jaden Daniels.
And I'm not really interested in that. I don't know about you guys.
I don't mind getting Daniels because we can pair him with something late.
I kind of like Daniels here.
Okay, we'll go Daniels then. But hold on, star it and wait.
Hell, I can do Daniels Diggs.
Yeah, right Daniels Diggs. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, just do that. Boom, Daniels Diggs.
Diggs is right there. No, you. Oh, Rico'd.
Oh,
why did you do that?
You're
no
rushing.
one said Rico.
You're rushing.
I definitely rushed it.
Oh, that sucks. That screws
Yeah,
us.
that definitely does. I
That
got excited.
really screws you. You gotta
Yeah.
watch that, Logan. Like, we're giving you plenty of time.
No, I got
Do this.
excited.
As a matter of fact, don't click draft on another player. Only star them.
Only start them? Yeah.
Okay, let the auto draft us. That way we have time to discuss. And we don't have anything like that happen.
Yeah, I got excited.
Okay.
We do not have a stack partner with him.
Yeah,
from
I'm
here on
actually
out.
about to say we're going to do naked Jaden Daniels. I'm not even going to worry about it. But
we
now
gotta-
I need to treat it as if we don't have a quarterback. So now we need to pair our quarterback with someone. So I'm going to be looking at grabbing Bryce.
There is no tight end worth getting for Jaden Daniels.
No,
We could get Cheek late, but that'd be about it.
no, I don't even want that. There is literally, when we didn't get Diggs, there's not a single other Washington player I want on this
He
team.
doesn't use tight end enough to make
They
me
don't.
think.
I'm treating Jaden Daniels as Jalen Hurts. I don't need a receiver. I don't need anything. I'm doing it for his rushing upside. He's gonna basically be treated as quarterback 3 on this team. I now need to get 2 other quarterbacks in my mind.
That really
might be
that might be my worst misclick of my career.
That's worse than Treylon Burks, who was the other fucking Washington dude we could take, and we're not doing it.
I think it was because that wasn't even panic. That was just like pure excitement.
You had plenty of time. He was right there, 2 picks down, and you just clicked Rico.
I just wanted to celebrate.
And to be fair, I don't like Rico. I kind of am like,
no.
It's very weird now because I have to say to myself, as far as I'm concerned, this draft is dead. Because I have to basically say those 2 picks don't count. I still need running back 3, and I still need a quarterback.
Right.
Well, we can get Chuba teed up here for now, if we want.
Or
we can look for.
If he's the only thing left, we'll do that. But I need a quarterback.
Yeah, no.
I need a stack partner.
Theoretically, we could go Mahomes, Kelsey. Hopefully, we could do that.
Yeah,
that'd be ideal.
Star Mahomes.
He's
Mahomes
gone.
Okay, so just go all. Let's go all.
Who are the potential quarterbacks? Let's look at our team right now. Who are our potential quarterbacks? Dart. Do we have any? Well, no, of course we don't have a Giant.
No, we don't have neighbors, and all the Giants suck. So Dart.
Okay.
Like at this point, I just want to take Dart. There's no one else on the board I'm willing to take that I think we could stack him with. This might be a draft where we just take running back upside and don't stack our quarterback. Like at this point, we might just do this and then take fucking.
We could Purdy as well, or Bo. Purdy or Bo, and just because Denver's gone. Denver guys are gone. Purdy does have.
No, at this point, I'm not even worried about stacking.
Oh.
Honestly, with the way things have kind of fucked up, if we get 1 quarterback stack, that's fine.
It's not crazy. It isn't crazy.
I've
been of the mindset where there are certain you don't want Bo. Okay.
No,
I don't.
I didn't see enough from him last year to warrant anyone talking good about him. I think that Denver team dragged Bo Nix to the championship game, and then he got hurt, and they had a better idea with Stidham. I'm pretty sure Sean Payton knew we weren't going to get anything out of Bo Nix that I can't scheme out of Jarrett Stidham.
I do like Jaxson Dart.
Dart would be my guy.
Dart, pair him with Fields at the end.
Fields, OBJ, even grab Likely. I don't care.
We could actually just Dart Likely immediately because that's about.
I don't want to do that. No, I'll wait and get value on Likely or not stack Dart. At this point, I am not jumping to do a stack and worry about value. In my mind, we have to get so much value back in this draft. We can't do that.
Okay, well, we need Dart here, and we need to get a tight end here, I think. We don't have a tight end yet.
The only tight end I'd be happy taking here is Kincaid. Otherwise, we have to wait and get value on tight end.
Yeah, you're right.
What's the other position then?
RB, let's check.
Just go back to all.
Okay.
Quarterback, running backs. I don't feel good taking here. and then everyone's passed. Like, honestly,
Don't even hit it. It will draft.
no, don't hit draft. Just let it auto draft.
Fair enough.
Like I said, I think it's more important we get ADP value. So, Pittman.
We have Pittsburgh already with Dowdle.
I know. There's things that make it seem a little better, but at this point, we just have to take the value on the board, and that's Michael Pitt.
I would go Stribling over Pittman, maybe, but
if you want to do Stribling, I'll take Stribling.
I like
because I see how San Francisco's dropping, and I don't trust it. Yeah. Like, I wasn't enthused about doing like Brock Purdy Stribling there. I'd rather have Jaxson Dart, and then we can figure out something else.
Okay.
This draft has me a little flustered.
No, it definitely has me flustered. I definitely didn't mean that quick.
Hold on 1 second.
Well, we just gotta hope that Rico is the reason we win this.
Go to the players and just filter by Giants. I want to see what the Giants ADP is looking like.
All right, let me do that real fast.
I just need to see where we need to be thinking that extra Giant guy.
Yeah, if you want to grab a Giant, I've heard.
Now take the teams off so we can actually see the ADP. No, keep Giants.
Just click anywhere. Just click anywhere.
I see what you mean.
199 is where we'd be. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's like last 2 or 3 rounds. We'll take a Giant, whether it be Beckham, Mooney, Fields. You could take Najee Harris. They signed a blind man to cut Juju.
I think it is taking a chance on Fields late, but we have so much of it. We talked about with our Cowboys. Because I think that's one of the reasons we passed on Lamb was because we have a Pickens share, we have a Dak share, we have a Lamb share. So I like the way we started this draft.
Not to mention, like, I've seen what Harbaugh tried to do in Baltimore the last couple of years, getting Zay Flowers, trying to work in these other receivers with Bateman, and then finally going out and getting the veteran guy to put next to Flowers. Like,
can we agree tight end this round? Upcoming.
Tight end needs to be in our future, yes.
One of these next 2 picks has to be a tight end.
Sort by ADP, so we know who we're getting value. Our next pick is going to be like in the 140 range or 130 something range. Yeah, because this is the turn. So 12 picks. So it's going to be like 134 is our next ADP pick. So
I do think
Ferguson.
Yeah.
If he's there, that's value. I'll be fine with that.
Okay, what would our second kind of area be to look at? Running back?
I would queue up one other tight end just in case. So
I like
another tight end above Strange that you would want to take.
We could just
we could get Chig,
just
like
Chig
you said, but I'm not enthused about it.
I don't like the other tight ends here, so I would do Chig as a second guy.
Okay, so queue up Chig just in case.
Yeah.
And then let's look at just look at all. See what's best available. Because we do technically have 3 running backs and 2 quarterbacks. Whether I like them or not is a different story.
Scroll down a bit because ADP says they shouldn't be here.
Yeah. These are all value. Like anything below 132 is basically going to be a value to us. I'd love to get Jalen Kohr here, even though we already have a Carolina guy. Like I wouldn't mind getting Kohr and then grabbing Bryce as our 3rd quarterback. But
I wouldn't mind that
we can get one of those tight ends, and then
what is Bryce's ADP up to now, Gov?
Yeah, it's going up. He's been moving up.
Look at quarterback.
Again, I haven't done a draft in like a week and a half, so I don't actually know the current ADPs of people.
Yeah, look at quarterback so we can make sure the ADP shows right. It's
Bryce is
at okay, so it would fall. It should fall.
Yeah, we don't need to take Bryce here.
No,
we can
for
definitely
sure.
wait around to get Bryce here.
So it's a tight end and
Kohr. Yeah, that would be my thought. Tight end,
if Kohr is gone, could I interest you in a Tracy maybe?
No.
No, not with Harris.
I think that not with them signing Najee. I don't expect that. I think they signed Najee because they don't trust Tracy and they expect Scadaboo to be back.
I'm with you on Harris not probably being valuable.
Okay,
but,
well,
like,
Coker just went. So we need to
Okay.
find a backup.
That's fine. Well, I mean, I can still grab Bryce because we still have a stack with him. I was just advocating to double.
I know. I'm just saying, but we need a backup plan for pick 2. Or we could technically go 2 tight ends here and just get our tight end position done.
No, yeah, I mean, we could. And that would fill tight end, and it's round 11.
It would be
Okay,
round
what-
12.
The only definite pick. As long as this guy doesn't take him, we're going to grab Ferg.
Yeah, Ferg will be auto-drafted, so let Ferg auto-draft.
So let's
Let's
keep
find
looking.
another
We'll get
name.
auto-drafted. I don't like. Is it hard for me to say that I don't mind taking Shough as QB3? Daniels, Dart, Shough,
I don't mind Shough.
and then we don't have to worry about quarterback. We just got to correlate.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll take.
Let
Ferg.
it auto-draft Ferg,
Yeah.
and then Shough. Yeah,
There you go. That's perfect.
I think
It's
that
good.
works.
That's good value on Shough. I mean, full
Yeah.
round behind.
Yeah, we're getting ADP value, like I want to do. We're solidifying our position so we don't have to take quarterback the rest of the time. So while everyone's grabbing their second and third quarterback, we're just going to keep grabbing wide receivers and that.
We should be another running back most likely next round.
That's
We
what I
need
would
an
be looking at.
RB4.
So, yeah. Now, let's look at RBs. So we're talking 24 picks ahead.
I do like the Q method better. I gotta be honest. I should have been doing
Look,
this the whole time.
look at running back. Look at running back.
Oh, I thought we were because that was.
It was the first like 2 or 3 things
Kamara
on.
just got hurt. I'm not interested in that if he falls down, right?
I like Lloyd
Aaron-
a lot.
I don't hate Aaron Jones. Like now that the Minnesota offense is starting to be solidified,
Well,
who
he should be
quarterback's gonna
gone.
be.
ADP says he's going to be gone well before.
Oh, true. Right. I keep thinking. Okay,
Yeah.
so we
I
were
think
just
we're looking at like
132.
maybe if we're lucky, we're looking at like Kamara falls to us.
156 is about the number we're going to be at.
Yeah.
So actually, it's looking more like Sharp, Coleman, people past that. Maybe Lloyd for Green Bay. Like, ugh.
I wouldn't. I like looking
You
at
know, a
this.
lot of Coleman.
Yeah. Looking at this, it makes me feel like we need to take 2 running backs on the turnaround and get to 5. Because I don't trust our 3.
And I don't hate that since we went ahead and got our third quarterback early. I don't mind doing that.
Let me look at wide receiver just to see what we got there.
Barkley, Etienne, Rico. Yeah.
Lane's
We
really
kind of
moving
need
up.
to. Yeah, I'm not interested in Lane. I wasn't interested in the Ravens offense to begin with. So
For me, it would be Tucker if I had to take a running back, or wide receiver. I mean, but I do think running back makes sense.
I think we need 2 backs, legitimately.
I like Lloyd a lot.
What are our bye weeks for our running backs look like, first off?
Let's see. We got 10 for Barkley, 8 for Etienne, and what's Rico's again? 9.
9? Okay, so we're good
nothing
on
that
that.
overlaps.
Okay.
I would try
we can go
not
back-
to have like a week 10 bye for this next guy if possible. That's not that means basically just don't take Cole.
Right.
Woody Marks would be my guy.
Yeah, did we just go if he's
I don't
there?
know if he'll be there because he'll be like almost 10 picks past ADP.
My
By the
guy.
way,
Oh crap! And there goes Bryce Young.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
well,
we
we already
have
have our
3.
third quarterback.
We have 3.
I forgot. Like, oh,
Um,
crap. See, Bryce. People are getting higher on Carolina. Bryce keeps going up and up in drafts.
So, theoretically, if everything goes the way we want it to, we'd be Chig and Woody. If
Woody,
Chig's still
it would
there,
be-
I wouldn't mind.
Ideally, it'd be Woody and maybe another running back.
Okay.
And if there's not a good running back, then yes, Chig.
Oh, Woody's gone. Okay, so now we do need 2 running backs.
But they don't have to start. Like, I don't mind going Sharp, knowing that he's going to at least split halfway through the year. Because I don't think they're going to just give Price the whole run the whole year.
No, I doubt it.
So Sharp is running back.
Who is their
4.
other running back now?
They
Halani?
only have Sharp, Price, and George Halani?
Yeah.
And isn't he a converted fullback?
No, Halani's like a receiver, basically.
No, he's like a scat back. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like they have someone else, and they signed
Emmanuel Wilson. So I'm not.
That's who it is. The other guy from Green Bay last year, Wilson.
The other guy.
Okay, so Chiga's gone as well, so we need 2 picks.
Okay, so we could start Sharp.
I don't mind.
They go all. Pick. See what other people are going to be taking. All right. Strange. Fuck. I'm going to stop saying names.
What does tight end look like?
I like Wicks. Tight end?
Yeah. Because we do need tight end too. Very soon.
I guess Ferguson?
I would be... What's our tight end by? What's our actual tight end by right now?
Ferguson is 14, and we didn't take another tight end, right? Yeah.
No. I would just take the guy who has the tight end room locked up in Henry and just say Henry and Sharp, but
that's
Joe's
fine.
Thoughts?
Yeah, Henry Sharp is fine with me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, the only other tight end in that range I would take, no, it'd be too much about. Like, the other tight ends I like would be Ferguson or Schultz, and we can wait around.
By the way, I'm using this Q method the whole rest of the season. I like this Q method.
It's so much easier.
It really is.
Let me look at wide receiver real quick and see what's on the board.
Yeah, look. Just have it.
We know we're taking Henry. Just switch to wide receiver and see what we're passing over. Nothing I'm really like Naylor maybe, Harris maybe.
I think a lot of these
I'm really worried about missing out on.
Yeah, these guys are going to come back. Like, I like a couple guys in this range, but I feel like a couple of guys will come back.
Most will come back to us if you look at ADP.
Right. Let's look at running back again.
Yeah.
Or really? Just go flex, because we know we're good at quarterback.
Yeah.
So if you leave it here, this should show us everything for every position we need to see.
What are our splits right now? We have 4 running backs, 3 quarterbacks, 2 tight ends, and how many receivers?
3
5
quarterbacks, 4 running backs, 5 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. So we need to go receiver.
Yeah. Unless you really hate our running backs.
I mean, once we drafted,
I would advocate for Mitchell, by the way. I would very much be advocating for Mitchell. I think he's a great shot. The Jets were using him a lot last year.
He'll hit some deep balls. He might have one big game. I like the rookie Allen for KC. I got a feeling that he's just going to get schemed stuff to try, and if it works, it'll keep going. Like, that's how their offense works. They're going to scheme stuff for him. If it works out, they'll keep doing it throughout the year. If it doesn't, then they'll ease him back in, like they did with Rice, like they did with Worthy. I think this is just like Worthy from last year in my mind.
The only thing that scares me off Mitchell, like, I think his value at this point is pretty good. The only thing that really kind of scares me off it is his OC being Frank Reich, which is Aaron Glenn, not very smart at that.
The two wide receivers.
Maybe you don't need him to be smart. At this point, you've got athletic talent. You just need it to be simple. Don't make stupid mistakes. We're in New York. Everything's going to be really hard.
I would be Mitchell Juwan. Personally, it would be Mitchell Juwan for me. But if you want to take the shot on Allen, I'm not going to kill you.
Queue up Jennings just because I could see that. Because Jennings is wide receiver 2, right? It's JJ and JJ.
It's 2 or 3. It depends on where they are in Addison.
On where they rank Addison, basically.
Yeah. But realistically, the wide receiver 2 spot will be based on what the play call is on that moment.
Yeah, basically. So, like, I'm not against Jennings, but I still think I'd rather have Allen or Mitchell instead. Otherwise, there's not, like, Pat Bryant's okay, but I'm not huge. Flournoy, like I said, I think he takes a step forward.
What is this McMillan injury? Just out of curiosity. I have no idea what it is.
I don't actually know either. News. Oh, there we go.
Knee.
So different than last year, which is big.
He returned to practice.
It looks like just rest. Like
so it's something he tweaked that they're just easing him back in. So he'll probably be wide receiver 3. So again, this is a bunch of wide receiver 3s outside of Mitchell. Who's probably wide receiver 2.
Well, Yeah, I could just go at this point. I could just go Mitchell Allen and hope Allen
Yeah.
hits.
I like the upside chance on Allen.
Like Flournoy is the third wide receiver in my book, just because again these are all wide receiver threes, and I like the Dallas offense the best of Denver, Houston.
Or this is no. It's still too early for Fields. His ADP is 199 technically.
Yeah, no, I don't want to take Fields until after, okay, this is round 15, 16. So yeah, I would queue up Fields after this round, but we don't need to take him yet. Oh my God, the guy
Mitchell
ahead of
just
us
went.
Mitchell.
We could still go Cooper if we wanted the rookie.
I was
like
going to
that.
say the only other person in this range I would trust would probably be Tesla. Because
Okay,
again,
we
he
could go
should
Tesla.
step into wide receiver 3 role, and I like the Dallas offense.
Before we go Tesla, let's look around for running back just to see what running back looks like.
Yeah, let's look at running back in this range. Okay, so we're in the 180s, so
We'll take Allen first here.
yep.
It says
I hate all these running backs outside of Ray Davis.
Yeah.
Wait, it says I took Tesla, but Tesla's still.
No.
You took Allen. You took Allen.
It says you took Allen.
Oh,
It
it
says
says it
auto
would
draft
be.
would be. Yeah.
I like
I'm
blue
not a
here.
fan. I'm not a fan
I'm
of
fine
running
just getting
backs.
Tesla, and then we'll look at all these guys. I'd rather take
Yeah, blue's the only guy that I would have a running back.
I'd prefer to just hope that Sean Tucker falls or Ray Davis falls.
I was about to say, queue up Blue, Ray Davis, and Tucker, because I want one of those 3 next time around. That's the only problem is like after 2 or 3 auto draft picks, you kind of got to click auto draft to make sure it does it. But I would queue up Blue, Davis, and Tucker.
Yeah, order doesn't really matter right now.
Yeah.
Let's
I
figure
want
out
one
the
of those
order
three.
just for fun. I actually no, I don't care the order. Honestly, we'll see who's there when it comes.
Exactly. We'll discuss it then.
We do have 2 tight ends. I don't think we need a third. Thoughts?
Not right now. If we do it, I wouldn't mind taking like a real late thing, like a shot on someone,
Darren
Theo
Waller.
Johnson or something.
Panthers tight end Darren Waller.
We do need a tight end, don't we?
I don't think we need one.
Okay, I think I'm good. Okay.
Man.
Son of a bitch. Oh, I didn't mute my mic. Fuck. Okay.
It's all adding up.
I had no idea.
So
Swear to God, if he catches a touchdown from Bryce Young in game 1, I might have to not watch football this year.
You know me, Gov. I'll be playing him in DFS. At least 3 times this week.
Oh, I think he's been priced too. Oh God.
Can we queue up Fields? No.
Yeah, I was about to say now let's queue up Malachi Fields. Yep, just put him at the end. And to be fair, like I still think I'd rather have Ridley or Kupp in this range before I take Malachi Fields.
I'm not super. I just for the stack purpose, I would lean Fields, but like
I agree.
I do like Ridley though.
We have our good amount of Fields already. It's like, but this ends up being our dart team. If we don't get him, it'd be kind of contradicting what we've been drafting late all year long.
So just because it's what's happened, go back to running back.
Yes.
Because a couple of our guys just went. So we got to see if Ray Davis is there when he comes back. If not, we got to figure out another dude here. I'm looking at Black from San Fran.
I've heard a lot of, like, he could be the guy behind Christian McCaffrey.
It's either him or the guy like Jordan James or whatever it is who they've had for 3 or 4 years. Who hasn't been able to work over. Or Garendo.
We don't want to even think about the Brian Robinson just being Algier in this role.
I don't want to think about that, no, but you're right.
He's gone.
Okay, he's gone. He's gone. We don't have to think about it.
I'm hoping it's just Ray Davis. I'm hoping it's just Ray Davis, and we don't have to think about this. But we have to think about it in case. Claiborne from Minnesota, like with Jones and Mason, I think Claiborne works his way into that job at some point. I just hope it's not starting next year.
I think it's Allen for me. but I made that case before, so I'm probably
We
higher.
do
on
have Allen
than most.
already.
You know who
no, Fields just went.
That's fine. We can take OBJ or Mooney. We'll get a receiver to put with Dart. Don't worry.
Okay, so now go to
Ray
wide
Davis.
receiver. Yeah, it's going to be Ray Davis.
We're going to
Let it
take Ray Davis, so let's look at wide receiver.
pick.
The rookie Williams would be the
Vele,
only
I'm not mad
at
at.
this point.
I could go Vele and get Shough a partner.
That's also not bad, Vele.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been drafted Vele in round 20 last year. I got a 1 early this year in round 20, and now that looks awesome. So
Let me see
really
tight end
happy.
real quick.
Yeah, look at tight end.
We're taking Ray Davis. Let me see tight end. Okay.
Darren Waller.
Now,
I do-
how about how can I interest you in the Camp Darling who's been running with the first team over Jaxson and Njoku?
No,
And get a little Charlie Kohr.
not this early. No, maybe next time.
Kohr, I could do.
Okay,
Kohr.
I think we just auto draft Vele then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vele this time.
Queue
Kohr.
up Kohr.
Yeah, you can queue him up.
And then, because that was 18. So this is going to be our last 2 picks. So queue up Kohr, and then let's go to the teams and let's look at the Giants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's look at Giants. Yeah, go to Flex and look at Giants.
And look at Giants.
Is it? It's Mooney, right? That's probably.
It's either Mooney or OBJ or Theo Johnson.
Definitely not Juju.
If you think Theo Johnson beats Likely out for the job, it could be Theo Johnson.
Yeah, I don't.
So it's either Beckham, Slayton, or Mooney.
I haven't seen much Slayton. I could just go Slayton. He's the best
Slayton's
physical talent.
Slayton's literally like a dude I've been like, I have to push back on that. Slayton's a dude I have been like thinking he's a borderline not going to be in the league starting the next year. And then the Giants just have him as wide receiver too for like 4 years. I don't see anything special about Slayton. I think anyone can beat Slayton out.
No. I said he's the best physical talent. That doesn't mean I think he's good.
And that's why I push back. I don't see the physical talent. Like if he's the best physical talent, then they don't have anyone who's a barely an NFL player. Because I think Slayton should be almost out of the league.
I'm just talking about here. I'm
talent.
talking about here. I'm talking about with the guys on the list. I'm not talking about Fields.
And I still think Mooney is better than Slayton.
I do too.
I think his technical skills are better. Like, and I don't think Slayton's out jumping Mooney or out running Mooney. Like Slayton, in my mind, doesn't have the speed to outrun anyone here outside of like. If you're comparing it just to Odell Beckham, who's old and busted, yes. But I think Mooney and Slayton are equal, if not Mooney's better.
Okay, can we actually, before we do this, can we queue up Theo Johnson? If Kohr gets taken, we can just take Theo and find somebody who's not a Giant.
That's fine.
Or not. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good move. If Kohl's taken, then we'll take Theo and any other random wide receiver.
Yes.
And just whatever.
So you can unfilter the Giants now because we will not. If it's not these
we're
guys,
getting one of those two.
Najee's still on the list, which is crazy. Actually, I can't.
Najee was never on my list. I would rather draft Juju and hope he gets on.
I'm surprised he hasn't jumped up on people.
I would rather draft Juju and hope he plays for Kansas City a few games this year. I legit believe that.
I would not draft him, but I'm surprised he's not getting. Like we just saw Darren Waller get taken in round.
I would rather draft Tyreek Hill and hope his one leg plays for someone.
Wow, I was with you up until the Tyreek Hill stuff. I think I know
you escalate it until it gets to the point where I've crossed the line. I know.
But it was a discussion. I'm like, well, yeah, I think
it's like I did. Whoa. All the way up until I start putting people on trains and sending them away. Then you were with me.
You know, I'm so rattled from the Rico Dowdle pick. Because
I'm still rattled from the Rico Dowdle pick.
Yeah, but I don't like Rico, and we have him on the team already. You guys convinced me to draft him.
Just realize I'm going to be looking at Rico versus Stephon Diggs numbers this year and just...
No! Please don't!
Please don't! Oh, God!
That's tough. I didn't even think about that. Wait. Oh, God.
I I have a startle reflex because of my disability, because I get excited. I was excited to take Diggs. I promise you. I was.
I
Oh,
was excited to take Diggs too. I haven't taken him at all because I did all my drafts before he signed with someone.
I
So
got
I
Diggs
didn't
at
draft
120 earlier this year.
I was gonna say we do have a share of him. I do believe we did take him, or we wanted to take him.
I think we took him on underdog.
Yeah, I think we did.
I got him on a Millie team like a month ago, so I'm really happy with that.
All right, so Kohr Mooney.
Yeah, it's Kohr Mooney.
But I really like this Q pick. I don't know why I ever drafted it any
Especially for
other
a
way.
pod, like it gives us time to discuss, and you don't got to
You
worry about nothing.
You can't, now that it's the last 2 picks, you can't hit the draft button if you trust yourself to.
Yeah.
No, I'm really upset that we didn't get Diggs. It made so much sense. I've never made a mistake because I got too excited. Usually I make a mistake because we're scrambling because we're
Like there's little trickles. Like if we would have gotten Diggs, then we would have definitely taken a running back the next round. So we would like, let's go to the draft board and look real quick.
we wouldn't
Let's
have
see if
got
we can
Rico.
reverse engineer. So like, scroll down a little bit. So we took Diggs, or we took Rico right there.
Well, we take Diggs.
Diggs go. If we take Diggs,
We don't
and when
get
it comes
Dart.
back around, we don't take Dart. We're probably taking
Kelsey.
Shough and getting our third RB.
Yeah.
We'd take Chuba and Kelsey probably, because I would advocate for that. And that would have been, our whole team's so different. So different.
Man, I guess we just get, I gotta hope that
Honestly, looking at, no, actually it goes the other way around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like we go Rico. So if we go that, then we go all the way down here. Then Chuba would have been on there when it comes back. We would have taken Chuba and Kelsey instead of Dart and Stribling. Yeah, it would have definitely changed. And then we wouldn't have taken tight end after that. We wouldn't have taken Ferg because we would already had Kelsey. We might have taken Mahomes.
We would have been considering quarterback.
Or no, Mahomes went way early. Sorry.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
We would have been taking quarterback though, where Ferg was probably our second
which
guy.
means we probably take, like we took Shough to get third.
Yeah.
So we probably take Shough and plan to do like Bryce kind of stuff. Or plan to do, or no, we probably take Shough and Brock because Brock, we might have had Stribling. But even then, like in that range, there was Shough, there was Brock Purdy, there was other stuff.
I've never.
Then again, I might have still said let's take Ferg if he would have been there as tight end too. It definitely would have changed after that.
No, I think we would have gotten QB2 at that point because we would have been like, okay.
We definitely would have gotten QB2. We probably just wouldn't have gotten QB3. I want to get QB3 so we could try to get some value late in the draft to make up for the fact that
I do think this team turned out really good. I do think this team is fun.
I don't hate this team. This team should do fun. Like the 3 quarterbacks we have, Daniels, Dart, Shough.
The problem is 2 of them live in injuries.
Well,
I like our.
Okay. Do they? Who are the 2? Because
Daniels and Dart.
I'm looking at 3 second or third year quarterbacks, which means they haven't played enough in the league to tell me that any of them are injury prone.
46%. Okay. 46% of the games.
And he got hurt. Shough hasn't been hurt. Shuck's played every game. Did Dart miss a game last year?
In 46% of Dart's games he started last year.
I was like,
he stepped out of the game with an injury.
This episode of the podcast should basically be called the Blue Tent because we talked about all the guys that go to the Blue Tent, but they somehow avoid the IR.
Do you know how crazy it is that 46% of Dart's games he's left the game with an injury?
No, I don't. Not with how the fact that I saw 47 starting quarterbacks last year. That doesn't surprise me at all. How many games did he miss due to injury?
At least 2 with a combined amount.
Again, if he started the game and finished the game, even if he missed a quarter due to injury, that's him playing in the game. So how many games did he not start?
I don't know.
or play?
I don't know how many games he didn't finish with an injury.
Like him going to the blue tent in the game doesn't mean shit to me if he finished the game still.
To be
He might
fair,
have just had to. So Jaxson Dart has a bad bowel and has to take a shit in every game. That's all that tells me.
No, it's him getting decked.
Him getting decked and it knocks his shit loose and he has to go take a crap and go to the blue tent and come back and he's fine.
he's right. Like you
But
know,
it could literally be that if he.
He did
goes
get
to
a
the blue tent
concussion
and
last
finishes
year.
the
I
game.
thought. I swear
Yeah,
that
and a
Dart
concussion,
didn't
that's
get a
fine.
concussion.
Again, I'm pretty sure Dart did miss games last year, but I can't remember how many or when. Because I feel like he started week 1 and I feel like he started week 17.
that's
Press
because
on
he has.
Dart. Press on Dart's. Just let's press
Yeah,
on
you
Dart
have to
and see
click
his
on
stats
Dart
last
and
year.
see. Like I want to see that. So let's just look. How like scroll down and scroll up. How many weeks? Just like 18, 17, 16, 15. Like, did he miss like 2 weeks in the middle? 10? Like, did he start week 1?
No,
He might not. No, they
the
didn't start in
first
week 1.
3.
They didn't
They
start
didn't start
until
in the first 3.
Yeah.
Because Russ was starting. Remember, Russ was starting,
Yes,
and then
that's what I mean. So like once he started in week 4, he played every single game. Except for week 16.
He probably got hurt
week
week
16 is probably the
16.
one he got hurt.
Yeah.
At home against Minnesota. That's the one he probably got the concussion and didn't finish.
But
then he starts the next week and the week after.
Yeah.
Like, in my mind, Dart's not injury prone. He's a rushing quarterback who missed 1 game because of concussion. Jaden Daniels,
Because he
not
leads with
injury
his head.
Jaden Daniels, rushing quarterback, not injury prone, got hurt, missed half a season.
Didn't he get hurt in college too, though?
I don't remember college for any of these people. Shough played all last year, so he has no injury concerns at all. So, like, I don't even think we have a very injury-concerned quarterback group. I think we're concerned that they come back from injury well, but I'm not concerned that these guys are just going to keep getting re-injured.
If we were to recap this team, though, I liked our start. It was very unique. Like, I think at first you guys thought I was going to mess that up, the first 2 picks, but I was just digesting it. It all made sense. I'm like, I like the way we're starting this. I think it's a very unique start in this draft. And so the melee where you need to take chances, I think our first 2 picks were where we got different in a very smart way.
Well, even the drafters, like, because when we were in the draft, the top pick for us in that turn where we took Brown and Barkley would have been to take Lamb and Barkley or Lamb and Higgins or Lamb and Ken Walker. Those were the guys in that range. So to see the draft after we took Barkley and reached for A.J. Brown, A-Chain, Bowers, Neighbors, like all those, like London was supposed to be in that group that we could have taken. And he doesn't go all the way till the end. So the second round kind of got weird in our draft, just by the rest of us. Yeah. It's like, that makes sense. They got a little value. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's a reach. That's a reach. That's a reach. They got value. They got value. They got value. And then everything starts to look normal again. Like that second round is either you got heavy value or you reached for someone. So.
Yeah, the only difference is just we reached in the first, technically.
Yeah.
But
and really, if we go Barkley, AJ, then it's like it doesn't look like we reached. Then it's like AJ goes in that first half of the second round.
Well, it looks like we reached because CD was still there. That's why it's going to look like we reached.
That's what it is. That CD going after our picks is the one misvalue. But that's why I was so worried about ADP value the rest of the draft after Rico. Because it's like, I know we gave up a little value with our first 2 picks to try to get something unique. The next picks all went right where they wanted, even though I'm not high on Tate. Then if we would have gotten Daniels and Diggs, I probably wouldn't have had a say in the rest of the draft. It's like, this is a very good core. Whatever else we get, hopefully it hits.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of scrambling to get something that I liked.
I think getting Travis in the third, especially with the Kamara injury, could prove to be a really good value.
I should be a lot higher on Etienne than I am.
Yeah, be a lot higher on Trevor Etienne Jr.
All right. All right.
I don't say it when we're drafting because I don't want to cause confusion.
All right. Right, because it's confusing, because it doesn't make sense, because that's not how that's fucking spelled. Even in French, that's not pronounced Etienne. So I don't know what language he thinks it's written in where it's pronounced like that. But I don't know it.
Well, thanks for taking the heat off of me picking Rico. Oh, man.
Oh, trust me. Every update you do on best ball, I'm just going to post the digs next to Rico points for the season. I'm just going to have it there. Every time we do a recap, I'm just going to
Now, what if it's the good way for us? What if
then I will post it and stay fucking quiet.
The sad thing is I follow these teams on a weekly basis. I still follow them like I'm the coach, like I'm the general manager. You guys forget about these teams. So I'm gonna see Rico in the 8th round for like the remainder of the season.
Out of nowhere, Jaden Higgins, the Texans receiver, torn ACL. By the way.
I was gonna suggest taking him with the Q tag, but I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I want to know what this Q tag is before we take him as wide receiver 6 or whatever.
Yeah, no, he just tore his ACL today. We were live.
So again,
where did Higgins go? Just curious.
Oh yeah, actually, look at the draft board. Let's see Jaden Higgins.
Higgins.
Right there, middle of the draft board.
Where?
Next to Washington.
12-6.
Oh no! They just didn't look at their phone and see the news because it happened a little bit ago. It was 16 minutes ago, so probably not. Probably right after.
It literally in the middle of this draft.
Yes, literally.
Like it
16 minutes ago.
Right after or right before he picked Higgins.
Oh, I'd be so mad.
The guy doesn't have Stroud. Does he have okay? Now here's the real question. So let's just look at it objectively. If you were going to draft Houston, you know you have Nico. Who's wide receiver 2? Because I thought it was Higgins. Now is it Noel? Because I don't think Tank Dell's going to be ready for week 1.
I was going to say, that's my favorite click, though, season long. Well, I mean, even in best ball, it'd be Tank Dell. I'm just taking the chance on the talent. I know he'll be out for a while, but.
Well, now I want to look at, did anyone draft Jalen Noel?
That's an interesting question.
I actually was going to do a draft, but now I'm going to queue up one because I want to see if I can get
someone took Tank Dell in the 16th.
Yes, that did happen. Tank Dell has been shooting up ADP-wise. That was at
and Jalen Noel went in the 18th.
Okay.
Right there next to Darren Waller and Keelan Black. 2 guys I wanted to draft. And by that, I mean Noel and Black, not Waller.
Yeah.
If I would have looked at my phone earlier and not been focused on the draft, we would have had a great Noel pick.
Yeah. Because I honestly would have taken him over Vele or Mooney or Tesla. I'd rather have Noel at this point over those 3 guys, even though they stack or whatever.
Yeah, because Noel and Higgins were fighting each other so much last year for snaps.
And now there's no one to fight. I mean, I guess really what this says is Dalton Schultz has to be target number 2. Maybe this is another Schultz year.
Yeah.
He could have been our tight end 3. Did anyone take Dalton Schultz? Did anyone take Dalton Schultz?
Oh, no.
I was like, he usually goes in like.
You got to scroll up a little more because I don't see him anywhere. And he should go in this range. He shouldn't go any earlier than this. Oh, my God.
59.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Does that guy have 5 tight ends?
He does. All
That's a Logan team.
No, because these guys are all like.
No, this dude doesn't. Who's his 5th? Schultz, Hawk, Strange, Andrews. No, it's not going to be someone else. He's no. Okay, it's not a high end. I thought that's not the dude who took Bowers too, right? So who do you take as his 5th? It's got to be like his last pick.
Gesicki.
Yeah, Gesicki. So
wow,
he did take he took Brenton Strange and a bunch of old dudes that might spike, and he's going to get lucked out by like a career Dalton Schultz.
He took all the like good tight ends in the 2000s.
Oh, he has Schultz and Noel. This dude might have seen the news.
Logan, there's no tight ends left from the 2000s. I just want you to know that.
Oh, this dude stacked Houston. He had Schultz, Noel, and Stroud. I realize that now.
Yes, I realize there's no one left in the 2000s. That's what they call humor. I'm bad at math, but I'm not that bad.
Wow. Goff, Stroud, Geno.
Yuck.
And he's got the full Houston stack.
He just doesn't have a ceiling, really. He has a good floor.
I mean, if Houston bounces back, he has a ceiling. Strange.
Right. If you
like
Houston will.
Great floor at tight end with all of that. Who are his 4 running backs? Who are his 4 running backs? Like, I want to analyze this team now.
We haven't really fully analyzed our team.
Took them all early. Cook, Chase Brown, Henderson, Harvey.
Oh, I don't like them.
Okay, but if you were going to only pick 4 running backs, and he did pick 4 backs that were theoretically going to have good splits.
Yeah.
He drafted them early.
I mean, if I was going to only have 4, I'd rather have 2 better top-end ones. Like, if it was Barkley, A-Chain, and then you took Henderson and Harvey, I'd feel a lot better.
Yes.
I don't like that James Cook and Chase Brown are his anchor running backs.
No.
And then he's hoping for spike weeks from Harvey and Henderson. Which they're explosive. You can get those spike weeks from them, but
I think James Cook will have a good year at times. Like, I think I'll take him a lot in like DFS, but I just don't like where he's going in best ball drafts.
Me too. He's the guy, like, he was the number 1 running back last year. I don't see that repeating, so he shouldn't go as high as he does.
Right. Like, I don't want to hate him, but it's like, man, where everyone else wants to take you, I can't get a share.
It's sort of the opposite of Barkley. Like, everyone's willing to take Cook in the first round now because he was the number 1 running back with the most yards and RB1 last year. But historically, he should be going where Henry and Ken Walker go.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's normally what he is, a top-end running back, but not the running back. So I think he's just going a little high for that. Whereas Barkley the other way, he normally is a first-round running back his entire career, but because of the down year last year, now he's going in the second or very end of the first. But that's, like, this was a nice draft. I don't hate our team, like you guys said. There's definitely some weirdos in this draft room that I think we are. Good Lord, there's a dude who took 11 wide receivers.
I keep looking at the 801 and it drives me nuts.
I'm telling you, man, it's this early draft thing. Like, you draft early and you just get some weirdos in your lineups.
You've been saying that time zone matters, Johnny. That's one of your big pushes this year.
I'll admit, most of my drafts I did at midnight or middle of the day Sunday kind of stuff. So I don't have many, like, early morning drafts.
I think where we disagree, probably on one of the players that's climbing up the board for me is I would have taken Jeremiah Love. I would have definitely taken in the 4th round. I mean, he would have been at the end of the 3rd round for me.
Yeah, I mean, he probably plays week 1, probably, hopefully. But that offense, I already don't trust the OC. Now
I don't like the OC either, but I just think I think he's a true difference maker.
But if you have a bad OC, you see it with Barkley's a true difference maker, and he couldn't do anything because his OC was dog shit.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong because I would have taken Genty in the 1st round last year too, and like he did spike at times, and we've seen the talent, but it was a bad offense. So I get the
if your O line sucks and your OC sucks, you're probably not going to have a good running back year.
I'm just saying, if Love's in the late 3rd round, I'm taking him. And I think you guys might still pass. So I didn't even try to make the case in real time because I didn't think I'd win it. I do like our running backs the best outside of Rico Dowdle. I hope he has a good year though because I have 2 shares of this guy now.
Otherwise, this draft went normal. You get that round 7 where all the quarterbacks start to go. A lot of this draft was pretty normal, but there was just like 1 or 2 people who had their, even like us, 1 or 2 people had their strategy and did what they wanted to do.
What is it? Leg up with Pat Corain really likes Kohr, right? goes, I believe he like thinks Kohr is actually going to be like a guy, like a legit
Well, no,
guy.
like that's sort of what that's not even him. That's just what's coming out. Like Kolar's the one working with the first team. Kolar's the first tight end on the field. He's the one doing stuff. People are thinking Njoku might get cut and Gadsden's an afterthought now, just because of how practice and training camps go.
Well, no, I could definitely see
Kolar
one
is
of
a
them
better-
getting cut.
Well, honestly, I don't know how this goes because, like, that makes me really, really weary if that's what's happening. Because that means they're going to be focusing on the run game.
Yes.
They need a blocking tight end. That's why he's out there more.
Yes.
They don't need the receiving tight end. And the only reason to take Gadsden or Njoku is if they have a receiving tight end. But that makes sense. Mike McDaniels has never featured a tight end in his offense. Even when he had Darren Waller last year, he didn't feature Darren Waller.
Yeah, no, well, you got to remember the only times he did use tight ends was obviously because of Tua's limitations as a quarterback.
Right.
Like, that was Tua's limitation.
Even with that, he didn't scheme a bunch of – he would rather scheme quick stuff to his running back or a fast wide receiver than to a tight end. He wanted a tight end in there to block for the run game and stuff like that. He's old school San Fran. He's fine if every tight end is Jake Tunges. I don't need George Kittle.
I'm really okay with it because as long as the tight end gets on the field, it's a volume play for me. They're going to be in the red zone a lot more often if the running game's efficient. So, like, I like the stab at 19.
Yeah, and that's my thought is, like, I know this offense will be efficient. I know the tight end will get some red zone targets, whoever's the number one tight end. And all things look like it's Kolar right now, who's not a great receiving tight end, but if he's going to be on the field, then he's the one who's going to, when the audible happens, he's the one now running the out route at tight end on the goal line. It's not going to be Njoku and Gadsden, most likely. Not that unless they're keeping it really close to the chest in this training camp. But it doesn't look like I keep seeing videos coming out of Chargers training camp. So I don't mind taking a stab as our third tight end. But to be fair, it's kind of like the quarterback situation in Atlanta. I don't actually know who's starting tight end in Chargers is going to be. It looks like it's going to be Kolar. But why can't it just be Gadsden if he learns to block a little better? Njoku is clearly the best receiver of all three. So maybe he gets special usage. I don't know. But that was my thought. It's not anything one specific person said for Kolar. I've been hearing that news around the industry for like a week or more now, that he seems to be the dude. But then he's also not a good receiver. He's out there working with the first team, and all they're doing is running the ball. But they're not putting Gadsden out there with the first team to practice run plays, even though
when it's practice, it's easy for him to be out there with the first team. In game, when it's 2nd and 10, he's probably not going to be on the field. Let's be honest. You know,
and that makes me feel really bad about the Chargers offense. So you're telling me you're doing your practice with this guy who does this, and then when you get into the game, first time you get into any kind of bad situation, you're going to take out the dude who knows what he's doing in the offense and put in a dude you haven't had practicing. Just because.
But Gadsden does know what he's doing in the offense.
I don't know. This is a completely different offense. New coordinator that wants to do completely different stuff. Like, on the one hand, I believe that Jim Harbaugh will keep this a run-first offense. On the other hand, if they go to being a passing offense, McDaniels is going to have Herbert chucking it down the field, not scheming short stuff to tight ends. So, like, nothing in my mind makes me think the tight end is going to just have a breakout year in this offense, unless the Chargers are just like one of the top 5 offenses in the league.
I think that's
just residuals.
I think that's what's most interesting about the Chargers experiment, because we don't know. I think some people are assuming that Jim Harbaugh is going to have just control. It's going to be this. And then what does McDaniels do? Like, how fun does that offense get with Justin? Because, like, we saw talent from Herbert. So,
going back, they didn't run 2 tight end a lot in Miami. So, like, McDaniels is going to be fine with 1 tight end, 3 wide.
But they also had, like, the worst tight end room in the league.
True. But do you think Njoku, Gadsden, and Kolar is much better?
Yes.
Or is he also walking into a pretty bad tight end?
I think Kolar, Gadsden, and Njoku is much better than Darren Waller, Greg Dulcich and whoever the hell.
Again, I'm not going to even disagree with you. I think that's better. but will it be used better, or will the offense I like the Chargers offense.
Yes.
That's the thing. I like the Chargers offense this year. I think they can be a top 5 offense, which is why I advocated for trying on Kohr. Like, to be fair, Njoku went right before we took Kohr, or else I could have been talked into Njoku. But everything out of camp says that Kohr is going to be on the field more. More opportunity is better in my mind.
I think I'm starting to like this team more and more the more I look at it. We got some good late round stats.
I know the one thing about the team I don't like.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think we're strong enough at wide receiver. Like, just looking at our wide receivers. A.J. Brown, number 1, fine. Tate, B.T.J. as 2-3, also fine. We have 3 solid starting wide receivers that should play all year and put up numbers.
We're fine.
Our first 2 backups are Tate and Stribling. That's where I'm like, so our first 2 wide receivers that I need production from during bye weeks and stuff are 2 rookies. And then we took another rookie. And then we took Tesla, and then we took Bailey, and then we took Mooney. So, like, that's, I think, the weakness in our team is our wide receiver core.
Well,
I wish we had Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs at wide receiver 4 would have made this team feel a lot better.
Yeah,
I don't actually like Barkley, Etienne, Rico. Like, I don't hate our running backs. I don't like our wide receivers. I think that's where we messed up, and I've been trying to fix that the whole draft.
But I would say, like, at least our upside rookies, though, they should have to play. Like, Tate should be out there almost every week. Like,
yeah, Stribling, same way, should be out there a lot.
Stribling has
Sound
to
is
be
going to get used.
Yeah, I still think Stribling is the 49ers receiver that I would want the most. Where he's going ADP wise. I think it's Mike Evans or Stribling based on where they're going. Donnie, you have anything else to say before we close up shop?
No, I'm just doing a draft in the background. I'm doing my Millie ticket. I got a A.J. Brown, Drake May team, so that's pretty cool.
How many rounds? I'm about to say, you didn't go A.J. Brown, Drake May 1, 2. Oh, God.
No, we're in round 6. We're in round 6.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, we were going to take Drake May, and then, what, he got taken?
Right before, basically, yeah. I got A.J. Brown round 2, by the way.
Oh, no,
I do want to say that.
Yeah, he went round 7 with all those other quarterbacks. Yeah.
I had pick 9. I got A.J. Brown round 2. At pick 6, whatever it would have been. 16, I think. About 15, whatever.
I do think we got tremendous value on Daniels.
That was the only reason I took him. It's good value where we're at. We just messed up on getting the stack.
Yeah. Like I said, I've never been so excited, and then lesson learned. I will not be that excited ever again.
It's all good. Next time we know. Just queue up the guys.
Yeah,
and here's the thing: if you're gonna click draft, do it in that queue. Do not do it on the board.
Do it in the queue. That's 100% the better way to do it.
Score up the guys we want, and then draft them from the queue, not the draft, not the player select board.
And I don't get excited very
help
often.
People with your draft. Yeah.
You can see it in living proof. You think you're an expert. You think like, oh, I've done this enough times. There's little things you should learn all the time. That still bothers me.
I gotta go run some errands, so I gotta head out here.
All right.
But this was a good draft. I like the way it went out.
Yeah, we recovered well. Thanks for joining us, Gov. We'll have maybe another draft at some point. We'll definitely do some recaps before the season starts. We have some DFS stuff to cover as well. With that being said, though, I'm going to wrap up too, because why not? Good luck to Donnie at drafting his team. Take it easy, guys. Hopefully you at least got some entertainment out of our misclick, because it hurts my heart. Goodbye. See ya.
Peace out, everyone.
Man.